Hi friends, I am here to present a lecture on the crystallography. Purpose behind is to aware about the students for the crystallography. Let's see, myself Mr. Sharik Sheikh, Assistant Professor, Department of Physics, LKDKB Science College, Lonar. Why I chose the crystallography topic here? Because generally matter consisting of one or more elements or their chemical compounds exist in a nature in the solid, liquid and gaseous states. As the atoms or molecules in solid are attached to one another with strong force of attraction, the solid maintains a definite volume and shape. Solids have their characteristics properties like hardness, thermal conductivity and electrical conductivity. Solids are classified into two categories. First one is the crystalline solids and second it is the amorphous solids. So we can choose here the crystallography, means make the study of crystals. So crystalline solids and amorphous solids, the main difference between that, in crystalline the arrangement of atom and molecules is repeated, regular and periodic arrangement, but in amorphous this arrangement is not repeated, regular or periodic. And second thing is that the crystal is characterized by the presence of long range order in its structure and have a sharp melting point, but amorphous has a melting point of the solids are not sharp. So sometimes amorphous these solids are isotropic because their physical properties are same in all directions, but for crystal its physical properties is particularly, as we said, the crystallized structure arrangement is the structure of such solids, crystal structure solids are called as crystal, and amorphous has an solids are isotropic because their physical properties are same in all directions. Example: glass, plastics, wood, etc. And examples of crystals are calcite, quartz, rock, salt, diamond, mica, etc. So before we proceed, just see the first slide, second slide here, that is William Rontgen. Why I chose William Rontgen? Because William Rontgen is great scientist who discovered the X-rays, and with the help of X-rays, this X-ray beam falls on the particularly crystal and we see the diffraction pattern. So this diffraction pattern shows us that these are the arrangement of the crystal is repeated, regular and periodic. Secondly, we move towards the Henry Bragg, or William Henry Bragg was a British physicist, chemist, mathematician and active sportsman who uniquely shared a Nobel Prize with his son Lawrence Bragg in 1950, Nobel Prize in Physics for their services in the analysis of crystal structure by means of X-ray. So William Bragg used the X-rays to determine the structure of the crystal. Just see here, the crystalline solid is placed here, and then the X-ray tube, from this X-ray tube voltage is given there, operating voltage, and falls on the through the lead screen. These X-rays falls on the crystal, and here on these crystals or X-rays it incident on the crystal and comes out on a photographic plate. So here just see this spot is there, that is the spot from incident beam, and the other spots are there here, that is spot from diffracted X-rays. So diffraction pattern study, and this is the arrangement of the crystals. Suppose sometimes it should be NaCl, so red for Na and C, this greenish, that is for Cl. So these arrangements are the repeated, regular and the periodic arrangements shown here. So now next, this is also the arrangement shown by Bragg with the help of X-rays, the incident ray and the reflected ray, incident ray and reflected, the first plane and the second plane, like that. So the angle of this, angle of incidence, angle of reflection. So from this Bragg can find out the formula. Particularly Bragg choice here this NaCl crystal. So NaCl crystal here this one can use for black for Na, and that is the this is the hollow is called as a C, so NaCl is there. So we can determine the formula sin 2 is d sin theta, and lambda is equal to 2 is d sin theta. That is the concept here. So introductory part, we can move towards the crystallography. That is, crystallography is a branch of science in which the geometry, internal structure and physical properties of crystalline materials are studied by using different techniques. Solid material can be broadly classified, just we seen before, crystalline, and then amorphous is there. So crystalline solids like that. Crystalline solids are well ordered, have definite arrangement of molecules, atoms or ions. This is the arrangement, a definite arrangement of molecules and a repeated regular periodic. For diamond, it is the choice, it is the example. In amorphous solids, the particles are randomly arranged. The example is cotton candy. In amorphous, we know that, you see previously, the glass, plastic, wood, etc. are also the examples of the amorphous, because this arrangement is not repeated, regular and periodic. So now move towards the lattice. The basic building block of the crystal, that is the lattice. With the help of lattice, we make the study of the crystal and amorphous solids. The crystal formed by crystalline solid are defined by the repetition of atoms in a specific pattern. The simplest repeating arrangement of particles such as atom, molecule, ions in an ordered crystal is unit cell. Lattice points which represent the particle. So this is the basis here, and this is the lattice, and then from the lattice crystal. So basis or unit cell, it is the basic building of the crystal structures are given here. You can see here the basic building blocks of it. So particles such as atom, molecules or ions with an ordered crystal is unit cell. Lattice points which represent the particle define the boundaries of the unit cell. The most basic form of unit cell is a simple cubic unit cell from the six-sided box. So that is the lattice points, and this is the unit cell. Where unit cell, it is the basic building block, just like a brick of the wall is there. Similar manner, this arrangement is repeated. So these are crystal forms. Here are the sharp atoms here. Highlighted atoms are there. The coordination number is 6. Which types of? Generally, crystals can be classified as body centered, face centered, base centered, like that. So this is the face center, and this, you see here these graphics. This is the arrangement 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are the face center, because a cube has a 6 face, and we find out the center of each face is there. So see here it is. This is the arrangement. This is one particular face, and this is the center. This is again one face, and this center comes here to from this to this, and like that. This is the center. In that manner, the coordination number is 6. So in similar manner for the body center and for base center, we have to find out the coordination numbers are there. From the crystallography, now we move towards the crystal class is there. 7 classes are there. So 7 segment crystal system is there, and this is the axis system. Is this internal the intercepts, and this is the intercepting angles. If A is equal to B is equal to C, so length of the 3 axes are similar, and alpha, beta and gamma is 90 degree, then such types of crystals and cubic. In similar manners, we make the study of cubic, tetragonal, hexagonal, rhomboid, orthorhombic, monoclinic and triclinic. And beside, and again here some simple or basic or body or face center we can find out. So these systems are there. Examples of this: isometric, tetragonal, orthorhombic, monoclinic, triclinic, hexagonal, etc. are there here. In these manners we can make the study of it. Okay, so this is the near about a short brief or short description of the crystallography. If you want to make the more study of the crystallography, the Miller indices and the Bragg's laws, which can be to find out the crystallography system. and all these things. Okay, just thank you for hearing me here. Okay, thanks.